Pulse Nova's running.
Yeah,
and then you're still doing damage. Like
the
you might
build is
die,
like blink Kaya and just getting in there and
maybe
doing
an
damage.
Atos in there too.
Yeah. Atos Gleipnir, very good.
All right. Should be all right here. I mean, yeah, that's not going to be able to get him, but still had the shield crash on cooldown for a couple of seconds. Bottom lane. Dahak's going to try and push forward for Y. They've got the Shadow Realm hit coming in. They'll get him. And now Shiro has to be a bit careful. He's going to get the raises up onto Dahak. But this minus armor building up. He'll put the stick charges, but the Curse Crowns at the ready. Shiro is going to be going down here as Antares and Dahak are able to deal with the both of them. Not necessarily the biggest of catches. They'll pop the haste rune here. Lorinov wants to try and get in to contest this Wisdom.
They need nothing to say.
And they should have the numbers to hold this. So VP turning up at the 4 of them will manage to try and hold the position. I mean, Bark wants to try and fight this. It's a bit scary though for Tidebound. Can they really tackle VP in this position? Well, with the backup and nothing to say, they certainly can, right? Gonna get brought down very low. They'll lose Planet in return, but nothing to say. Charges forward, in on top of V-Tune. V-Tune, he can't get away. Nothing to say, cleans them up. I mean, you're talking about the power of the Lesh. We see it there. Yeah, indeed, nothing to say. Turns up around this Wisdom Shrine, and we'll see if they get any instant reactions from Tidebound.
They saw Abbott on bottom.
Stepping up pretty far here. They've got the Dream Coil. They'll snap it immediately. They'll have the Doom to follow up. So it's a very dead Pango. They get the kill. Takes a couple of ults, but we also saw in response to Tidebound, they do come in with the smoke play, so they want to try and find something in return for this. They've got this blink on, nothing to say, ready to catch.
Oh, Shiro's to the side of them. I guess he's like kind of baiting for nothing to say.
Just straight in it. And with that Fisher and follow-ups, that setup it's a perfect move from the two of them.
But it's a 3k lead already at minute 13. When with these heroes against the ones you have on VP, this is a lot.
And in the mid again. Have they got enough for Lorinov? He's going to try and hold them back with the Dream Coil. Nothing to say. It's going to be fine. They'll drop an Echo. Wasn't needed. But the kill was there beforehand nonetheless. Lorinov goes down, and they're able to get nothing to say out of there. Clutch saves coming in from Y.
Hey, this is a shield close.
Tries for the setup there with the Fisher onto Lorinov, but played for a certain angle, didn't catch him. They'll get the Dream Coil down onto nothing to say. That's him gone the once. It's kind of deep. They might be able to go for a second time here. Rolling Thunder comes in, and there's actually a chance to jump out the Rolling Thunder into the split of catching the stun onto the two supports. Shiro's moving over as well. Bark gets 2 years to push them back. They have to drop a Doom onto Bark. They will kill him because of it. So they'll get something out of this VP, and they won't necessarily get the bigger kill than nothing to say Lesh, but they do get Bark on Pango. Definitely still not enough to slow them down completely. Top, nothing to say. They'll get the lead in. They've got the follow-up lockdown. It's smooth stuff here with this Shaker Lesh combo. Very easy kills to be found with that right now.
Yeah, that should give them the tier 2. But the Aegis being dropped like that is kind of a big deal, because it means that on the next Doom that VP have, they could look for a fighting chance again. Because it's like usually your big weapon against these Doom lineups. And I would say they kind of handed it off.
Bark. He's going to have to roll away from this one. TPs are coming in. So Dahak might have gone a little too deep. Yeah, Bark's ready to blink back over. They've got the Fisher lockdown. Dahak will die for that. So Bark ends up with the bait.
Space for V-Tune. Oh,
he's ready to go back in.
That was big. That was right before he got his BKB. Like, he was dead on the spot. Now they get to counter smoke with a double BKB timing on both Flash and S.
Crazy reactions. And now they're ready to go. There's the jump in with the Echo. They caught the two of them, and V-Tune will get the BKB off, but it doesn't matter. As you said, you know,
bye-bye.
That initial burst of damage that Tidebound could throw out, it doesn't matter if you've got a BKB or not. If you get caught in that opening stun, you just get shredded.
It's hard right now.
Hang up in the mid. I'm going to try and make the jump. I mean, look at that. What do you do? They'll drop the Doom down. He'll get the BKB off before the Echo Slam comes in. So V-Tune at least this time will get to live, but he won't be able to stay at the front of the fight and stay on top of nothing to say. So this Doom ain't going to do much at all. There's nothing to say. Will be perfectly fine. We'll be into this Aegis of the Shadow Fiend. So not an easy one. Maybe they can find nothing to say. That'll be quite the catcher at the side. They will. They get him into silence. The Dream Core. Fisher blocks off Featuren though, so Featuren cannot get in range to drop the Doom down onto nothing to say. And now his BKB's worn out. Barks caught him off at the side. Planet tripping up that entire attempt from VP to make a defense happen. And that's the carry dead now for 70 seconds. DeHart gets caught again as Bark again continues to finish off a beautiful rolling thunder. I mean, this is the 2 cores dead. I think that's the sort of fight we were kind of concerned to see from VP, right? That should carry out.
That's beast mode though. Like, don't you love how beautiful Dota is when a spell is used exactly how it can? Like, that Fisher is just so beautiful.
I mean, Planet, you know, is part of this duo or trio that we were seeing making all these moves. He's making those moves at the end. I mean, so he's the standout player for sure. It's got to be right. This Shaker turning up, setting up the moves across the map, and basically just closing up the game with that Fisher right there.
Yep, now it's 16k lead. They still have Aegis. You have Daedalus complete as well on Shiro. I don't see what VP can do here.
I don't think they can do anything. This game looks pretty over. Another Fisher trips up Lauren. He'll buy back. Ryan's trying to get them off. Maybe they'll get one more fight. 10 seconds until they get the SF back in. Rain dragging the attention of Tidebound away from the Ancient. Doesn't matter, the shield crash is going to get him through it. So they'll get to fight once more, but the Ancient is now exposed. Lauren will jump in. It's a nice coil and silence pretty much on the 4 of them. A buyback comes in from Rain, but the Huck's in trouble. He'll get taken out once again. Jump in for Feature, he'll get the Doom down onto nothing to say, but then just killing off through the BKB. The physical damage too high as Feature's out once more. Tidebound just clearing up some extra kills on the way out here. As GG, well played, is called. Tidebound coming in very hot in this game 1. And as we said, it very much felt the VP, they were kind of playing what they knew. And Tidebound, well, they knew what VP was going to want to play today. And they turned up with this approach, this strat, the SF, Flesh Pango leading the way.
The lane was good. It was what happened after the lane. Like, you're this Enchantress, and you see this Leshrac running at you, and you're like, uh-oh. Like, what do I do?
I honestly think it just goes back to nothing to say. So Beast plays mostly around the summons now. I've seen people go for the Aghanims build. It's not looked great. Dom is the...
Well, you play around the summons regardless of lane, right?
Regardless, you're leveling the boar and the hawk.
A little choreo snipe.
Well, let's see how Laurenov gets through this laning stage. It should be fine, right? Because even if nothing to say is able to set up with the Raze, as long as Laurenov doesn't die bottom, they will end up getting the first blood there, Antares. It's persistence chasing... Sorry, why? They're chasing down Antares. You know, Lauren, he did great whilst he could, but now the lane, it's getting to the point where you sap what XP you can, but you're soon going to have to be hitting that jungle. Bottom lane, Tombstones drop down, Antares is going to get chased down by the zombies.
Ooh, and a hawk.
And with the sort of levels hitting on the mid lane, and especially the bottom lane and the mid lane, really. Now even having support back up himself. Bottom lane, DeHark's just getting dove. They're going in past the tier 1 up to the tier 2. A TP now will come in. Same time, able to move in on the mid and get the kill there. I mean, I think, let's see if they can actually get something out of these TPs down bottom. They're looking at why they've got him with the shackles. So if they've got enough damage to bring him down, they're trying. They should have him here. There's 1 charges. It's actually going to keep him alive. The Tango regen as well. Why? He's going to be fine. Oh, the axes. I mean, they needed that. If they didn't get that kill, that would have felt pretty rough for VP, but they will manage to snipe him with the axes there from DeHack. So at least getting something. They don't really offer much outside of what maybe like a support Abaddon would, right? It's nothing crazy that you can expect to come out from your safe laner in these moments of the game where the enemy is kind of running you over. They'll try and make the move here on towards nothing to say, but the telekinesis into the Requiem onto the 2 of them. Oh, it's starting to look rough, Kez. We'll see the TP out coming in. He's not going to make it away. Nothing to say. Gets the last hit in. 7-1, 4K lead. They got stacks ready to clear as well.
They have a really nice ward and nothing to see placed earlier, which is not getting dewarded either in the enemy triangle.
Shiro, see if he's quite got the kill. He has. Ryan goes down. If you want to pick someone that's going to just farm Radiance in the safe lane, we're just going to take over the whole game.
Yeah, it's like the game 1 we watched. It's now 15 minutes. You have Deso, SF. Oh, they're coming for Shiro.
Let's see what they can do now.
That's a pipe.
VTune's turning up. He's got the radiance. Borrowed Time's going to get popped pretty early here by the damage of Team Tidebound, and now they're having a run. They'll drop the Golem. Can they get back in on this? They'll look towards Y. Y will get another decay off, but Y will fall.
They're doing it.
See if they can get anything more from this. Shiro has to back away. He'll turn now, look to try and bring down Antares. The shield comes in, Antares will be saved, and Shiro will fall. Zip forward onto Nothing to Say. They get an Infamous rune. I don't think they have detection on the front, so Nothing to Say. He can maybe get back in on this. Barks in with the stun on Antares. Antares goes down this time. See if they can get more here, Team Tidebound. Coming in with the smoke. We'll see who they're able to find the jump on. I mean, who are you trying to just go fully in on first, do you think, when you look at this lineup?
Rubik or Undying, I guess. Anyone,
Already,
really.
Barks made the jump now on towards Antares. They'll look towards the Undying. They'll drop the Raw onto Y as well as the Golem. They're dropping everything on a Y, but he's only gone down to half HP. They dropped everything to try and kill the Undying. They don't even get close. Now they've lost their two supports. And that was the commitment from the big spells there of VP. Jumping from Bark, closing the gap onto Dahak. Dahak's going down for sure. Double kill for Nothing to Say. That was the attempt there, Kezu.
Damn.
Especially if they actually get the chance to catch someone out on the map. And at the moment, Ryan and Dahak have stepped out a little bit. If Dahak gets found, could be in trouble. There's the jump. They've got him.
Yep.
Stepping outside of the base. He does have buyback available, Dahak. They've got the telekinesis as well to put a stop to Ryan's TP. Not enough. Looking at Bark, but Bark. But one target that is in particular so hard to find. And in fact, he gets a beautiful hoost up onto the two of them. Nothing saves him with the follow-up damage. That's Antares dead. They'll drop the Golem on the three of them. But the pipe pop, Bark backs off it. Shiro, Nothing to Say, able to get safely out of the action and reassess how they want to enter back in. Shiro is looking to step forward. Bark tries to get with the stop. Lawrence able to dodge, but VTune's caught. His borrowed time still on cooldown. VTune's dead for 50 seconds. Stampede closing onto Dahak. The two cores dead. They have buybacks available. We'll see if they want to give it one more shot here. They don't. They're tapping out. GG, well played is called. Tidebound doing it 2 games back-to-back here, running over VP.
They're looking really good. I mean, I'm impressed. Like minute 4, like from minute 4 all the way to the end, good moves on the map, going to the right places on the map, doing the right things, perfect items.
Tidebound kind of had the right amount of heroes at that area. Like at the 7-minute Wisdom rune, Bach was top lane, and then they sent Planet through to go for the other Wisdom rune because they realized that even with the advantage they had, that's like the amount of heroes